Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Dear students, welcome to this online lecture series of Hera English School Standard 10 for the subject of Science 2. So in the last lecture we had finished with chapter number 4, Environmental Management, and today we are going to start with chapter number 5, Towards Green Energy. So as the name of the chapter suggests, in this chapter we are going to discuss about different energy sources, then how electrical energy gets generated through these sources, and what are the processes of generation of electricity, and how we can save our environment. See, the chapter name is Green Energy, Towards Green Energy. So moving towards green energy, it means that we have to select now those sources of energy which are less harmful to our environment or which have very low impact on environmental pollution. So in this chapter we are going to discuss various energy sources and how they are affecting our environment. So moving ahead, as you can see how in the modern civilization, energy has become a primary need along with food, clothes, and shelter. So it's a primary need. Energy has become a primary need along with food, clothes, and shelter. We need energy in different forms for diverse types of work. The energy that we need may be in the form of mechanical energy, chemical energy, sound energy, light energy, or heat energy. So the question arises, how do we get these different forms of energy? So importance of energy in our day-to-day life is enormous. We cannot deny that we don't need any form of energy. So how do we get all these different type or different forms of energy? So this part, make a table, this has been eliminated. So we know that energy can be converted from one form to another form. Yeah, we know this. Different sources of energy are used to different forms of energy necessary for us. And in previous standards, we have learned about energy, sources of energy, and various concepts related to them. Here we'll learn about various sources that are now used for the generation of electrical energy. The methods that are used for this, the scientific principles that are used there, the advantages and disadvantages of this method, and also what is meant by green energy. Very important. Okay, so we are going to discuss about generation of electrical energy. First we'll discuss how basically what are the basic principles involved in the generation of electrical energy. So most of the electrical power plants are based on the principle of electromagnetic induction invented by Michael Faraday. Okay, so you have learned about Michael Faraday in Science 1 and how this principle of electromagnetic induction help in the generation of electrical energy. Let us repeat again here as well. So according to this principle, whenever magnetic field around a conductor changes, a potential difference is generated across the conductor. So magnetic field, when it's placed around a conductor, a potential difference gets generated, and the field around a conductor can be changed in two ways. Okay, how? If a conductor is stationary, stationary means if it is at a rest position and magnet is rotating, the field around the conductor changes. Or if magnet is stationary but the conductor is moving, there are two ways: conductor is stationary, magnet is rotating. Or if a magnet is stationary, conductor is moving, then also the field around the conductor will change. So in both the way, field around the conductor will change, field around the conductor will change. So thus in both these cases, potential difference is created across the conductor. Okay, that is the point which is to be noted. The electrical power generating machine based on this principle is called electric generator. Very important. So electric generator is that device, is that machine which is based on this principle. Okay, so this is how the generation. Now further we'll look at the diagram, then also it will be clear to you how it happens. So such large generators are used. Okay, large generators are used where? In commercial power generation plants. Turbine is used to rotate the magnet in the generator. Okay, so we need magnet. So to rotate the magnet we need turbine. Okay, and turbine has blades. You can see in the diagram, this is the turbine. Okay, you can see a particular structure. So here you can see there are blades. Okay, these are blades. So blades are attached to the wheel type turbine, and what happened when a flow of liquid or gas is directed on the blades of turbine. So you can see here the high speed velocity of steam or speed of water, this moves on the blades of turbine. So what happened? It rotates, turbines start rotating, and because of the kinetic energy of the flow, this flow of steam, they have kinetic energy in them, it rotates the turbine, and this turbine is connected to electric generator, and here the magnet is, thus the magnetic electric generator starts rotating. So this is turbine is connected to generator which contain magnet, and magnet starts rotating and electric energy is produced. So this is how electric energy starts producing. So you can see electromagnetic induction as well over here. This is a magnet, okay, which is a part of generator. It start rotating, and this is the coil, okay, a conductor, okay, which get this flux, magnetic line of flux. Okay, and here the generator is a part of generator in which this whole assemble part gets assembled, and we get potential meter or voltmeter, which indicate the generation of potential difference. Okay, so this is how basically the things work. Moving ahead, this method of energy generation can be represented as below. Okay, so if you again try to understand, so to generate electricity based on the principle of electromagnetic induction, we need generator. So basically we need what? Generator. And to rotate the generator we need a turbine. So we need turbine to rotate the generator, and to drive the turbine we need an energy source. So see how the things are connected with each other. To generate electricity, what do we need? We need the principle of electromagnetic induction, and we need a generator. Okay, because generator have this principle of electromagnetic induction working in it, and to rotate generator we need turbine, because magnet or the coil or the conductor has to move. For moving that we need turbine, and to drive the turbine we need energy source. Now based on which type of energy source is used to rotate the turbine, there are different types of power generating stations. Okay, so which source of energy we are using, basically that depends on the material or the source, the fuel which we are using to generate that energy. Okay, and the design of the turbine used in different types of power station is also different. Okay, so that differs, and the design of turbine also has to be changes. Now you can see the flow chart given over here. Proper energy source to run the turbine, which will rotate the turbine, and turbine is connected to generator, and then generator produces electrical energy. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part. Inshallah, next time we'll discuss more about different sources of energy, where we're using different forms of energy to rotate the turbine. So up till here you go through the textbook and read this part. Inshallah, we'll meet next time and we'll discuss the further topic of the chapter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.